Okay, welcome back everyone. This is part 2 of the kick tutorial. So we're here right where we left off, okay, which is this right here. Okay, so today we're going to be finishing this navigation menu, okay, and hopefully in the near future we can continue with building the main section to this page, okay, which would be all this what we see. But for today, let's focus on this, okay? So let's begin. So I want to start off by saying that I added a new text style, okay, right here. So I called it XS right here if you guys want to copy it. XS right here. And then I also forgot to add this hover effect right here. Okay, so we'll do that right now. So let's start our app again with the command npm run dev. Okay, our app now is running, as you can see. So we want to go to our nav bar. We're going to go to the burger menu, come burger menu right here. So all we want to do is say on hover, we're going to change this background color to the gray we have. Where's it at? Right here. So I want to steal this transition as well. We need this right here. And then we're going to grab this transition. Okay. This, we're going to need this color right now. Okay. So now as you can see on hover, let's add the cursor pointer. Come here, cursor pointer. So now we get that effect. Okay. So let's continue with this section right here. Okay, so we have some padding right here, both sides of the recommended. So we're going to come to our sidebar. This is our app, save that. So our sidebar right here, right where we left off, we'll call this channel links. And we're going to give it a padding. Channel links. New box size and border box. Padding. So in this case we have top and bottom 12 pixels, left and right. We'll do 0 pixels. Okay. And now we're going to give it a border. Right. So the border is this right here. So we'll do border 0.125 rem solid. It's gonna have that color. Okay, let's see it. Okay, that's not what we want. We want border top. Okay, there it is. Okay, but it has some padding. Okay, 12 pixels. So we'll grab our sidebar links container right here. Sidebar links, box sizing, border box, padding, bottom, we'll do 12 pixels. Okay, wait. sidebar links. Okay, we're gonna have to put it in a wrapper. So we're gonna have to go right here. We'll just grab all our links. I'll do sidebar wrapper. Just indent all this right here. Perfect. Now we'll just do sidebar wrapper. Do padding bottom 12 pixels. All right. There we go. Okay, now we're going to do this recommended right here. So we'll come right here in this channel, and we'll call this, we'll do channel header. Channel header. We'll do height 36 pixels. Border box. Okay, this padding of top and bottom 0, left and right we'll do 4 pixels. We'll do display flex, justify content, center, combine items, center. Okay. So now we'll call our span. Let's see what style it has. So it has text small. I can find it here. Symbol. Okay. If we want to be more realistic, we could call this, we can define this how they defined it, which is like this. No need to do so though. Okay, so now they're using text small, font, weight, text white. It's gonna be rec men. This is not justify content. Move this. All right. There we go. Now let's focus on recreating a single, a single component, a single channel. Okay, since we could see that it's being reused multiple times, we'll just create one. Okay, which is something that Nuxt allows us, or better said, these modern frameworks allow us to do. Okay, which is cycle through a component, which is exactly what we're going to do here. So we're going to open up the Nuxt documentation again. Okay, we're going to go to the guide, structure. I want to find something called composables. Okay, and we're going to create a composable so we can reuse, okay, a single piece of code. So in our case, we're going to create an array of these objects, right? Which in our case, it's going to be just information about these channels that we can reuse in any component we like. All right. In our case, I'm throwing it in there. Why? Because it's a much cleaner approach. Okay. So like this, we don't have all our information in the same folder. I mean the same file. Yes, we can import it here. We can have const channels. Okay, and we can create an array and have name, for example, channel, call this whatever. Sorry, we're gonna have various channels. So we're gonna have name, for example. Yes, we can call this, I don't know, we can call this crazy whatever. But this is gonna be a mess. Okay, so we're, instead of just creating it here, we'll just call it here. Okay, and we'll save this array of information in a composable. Okay, so we'll do that now. So we'll copy this name right here, and then we'll come to the app. We'll create a new folder called composables, and we're going to give it a name of, what do we give it? We'll do use channel for example .js. This could be TypeScript. In my case, I just use JS. To change it up, you could use TypeScript, for example. Do export default function, and now we will return here. Okay, that user info. So I have an array stored in here. If you want, let me know in the comments, and I can attach the array of information. Okay, we'll go in here, kick. So this users. We'll come here. Okay, and we can return these users, and this is just information about their channels. So here we have, let's check. So we have 6.9K, so 6.9K. This I have it all in a different language. Okay, for example. Change this to 1.3K. And we'll do 7.3. Okay, that should be good enough. Alright, and again, same thing. I just did inspect tools to get the channel's image, and I just gave it a username. We can change this to whatever you guys like. Alright, this is just for the example to showcase how we're gonna reuse, okay, how we cycle through an array in a single component. Okay, so now since we're exporting this users, okay, we can use it anywhere in our app. So we'll just go back to the sidebar here, and we can call it by calling it. So we'll do users, and we'll do use data. Okay, so now we have access to those users. And now we'll just create a single component. So we'll come right here. We'll do single channel container. Channels. So we'll grab this, and we'll do display flex. As you can see, the items are aligned center. The circle is at the center. So we'll do align items center. Again, it has some sort of border radius, so we'll do 0 border radius 0.25. And then it has some sort of gap right here, so we'll do a gap of 0.5 rem. Okay, so here we have the image section, so we'll call this channel image container. Call this channel details. So for this image, we'll give it a width of 28 pixels, height 28 pixels, and we'll do overflow of hidden. Okay, so like this, we maintain the circle shape that you'll see now. Okay, because if we don't set that overflow to hidden, we're still going to be able to see the layer of this image outside the circle. So that's to say that this image in reality is a square. Okay, but since we gave this a border radius that we're going to do right here, so we'll do border radius 100%. Okay, so you guys have to see it as the image is a square. Okay,
it was a great cross into the area.
So this image is a square, and that overflow hidden, since we gave it that border radius, it doesn't show that. Okay, but you guys are going to see it better now when we build the example. Okay, so the border radius overflow hidden for the image, and then we can do the image in here. Source is going to be, we're going to bind it to the image, bind this to users dot, I forgot what we called it, users dot user image. Okay, we're going to give this a class, user image. This is going to be with 100% height, 100% of that circle. I'll do object fit cover, so it covers that circle. Okay, now we'll do this, we'll do B4, so we'll cycle through that objects, through those objects, right, in that users array. So we'll come in here, we'll do user index, we'll do in users, so now we can access each individual image like so. Okay, so now we should be able to see it here. Use data is not defined. Okay, wait. Okay guys, I figured it out. Okay, so we call this use data, and it's supposed to be use channel, and make sure that this is a return object like this. Okay, so we had it like this. Okay, just make sure it's like this. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, as you can see, we can see them now. The thing is, they're inside this header container. Okay, so that's on me. We have to grab this and remove these away from the header channel. So like this, they're here now. Okay, take this comment and put it here. Okay, so as you can see, we have each individual channel now. Okay, which is what is shown right here. Okay, now these, they have a padding of 4 pixels up and down, left and right 6 pixels. Okay, so we're going to come in here, we're going to grab this right here. So we're going to do box sizing, border box, padding 4 pixels, 6 pixels. Okay, that's the image. Now this is the channel details. Alright, and the channel details have 2 things, right? So they have this right here, and they have this right container. So it's split into 2 sections. Okay, with a small gap, as we can see this. So we'll come right here, we'll do, well, first of all, we're also going to do flex 1, since it covers the remainder of that container. So we'll do flex 1. Okay, now we can do display flex gap 0.25. That small gap right here. So now we have, we'll call this channel info C4 container. So we'll do info, and then so this display flex direction column. These are vertically aligned, as you can see. I want to give it a small gap of 0.125. Okay, so this title has, it's bold and it's text small. Okay, so we're going to come right here. So for this we'll do span, we'll do class text small, and this is bold right here. I'll do text white. So now we'll grab each user's value, and you do that like this. Alright, in Vue. So we'll do user. Now what we saved was, so we'll do user.username. Is that what it is? Yes, dot username. Dot username. And then the bottom one is that new font that we created. Okay, we'll give it this gray color. So we'll do, come back here, we'll do text gray for that gray color. So we'll do color like so, and this is XS, so we'll do span class text XS, font also bold, and we'll do text gray, which is the gray we just created. We can close the navbar for now, the data, we can close all this. So we'll do sidebar, and again we'll do user, and we'll grab, in this case I think the game, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the game they're playing. So we'll do dot game. So it looks like this now. Okay, now let's add the viewer count. Okay, so this has a gap, and it has that green kick color as well, so it has a small gap. So we'll do this. Let's go back to our it's under channel details. So we'll do channel details right here. We'll do line items, flex, start. So like this, our view ship is at the top of the container, which is going to be here, how it is here. So we'll call this view count, viewer count, viewer viewer count container. So this is just going to be the dot. So we'll do display flex, do line items center. We'll give it a small gap of 0.25. So this is going to have that green circle, which we'll call circle screen. So we'll give this a width of 8 pixels and a height of 8 pixels and a background color of that green kick, which we have right here. So we'll just steal that. Okay. And then we'll give it a border radius, so it's a circle of 100%. And then we'll have the actual viewer count. So we'll do, let's check out what font they're using. So it's just text small, and it's white. So we'll go span, text small, and then text white. And this is going to have user dot, and I believe we called it views, like so. Okay, so there it is. Now we have a small issue. Okay, so we need this to be at the end of the container. And how do we do that? Well, we'll just go to this channel info. All right, so go back up to this channel info right here, channel info, and we'll just do a simple flex 1, and there you go. And there's the sidebar navigation. Let's finish it off by adding these 2 items right here. So we'll do this is right here. So more buttons. So we'll have do display flex, line item center, and justify content, space between, so they're at the edge. The elements are at the edge of our container. Okay, so we'll just have here span. Let's see what text they're using. So it's just the simple gray one. So we'll do text X small and then text gray. There's going to be show more, and then show less. So there we go. We have we're actually going to remove some padding. We'll do 3. As we get them closer together, like so. This has some slight margin to the left. Okay, as we can see. So let's add that. Right there. So it has some 12 pixels. So we're going to come right here. We'll do margin. Top and bottom 0 pixels, left and right 12 pixels. So there we go. As we can see, it's slightly larger in boldness and thickness. So let's see if we can find it. I'm just gonna give it. We'll give these 2 font, semi. There we go. And that's the side menu done. Okay. So thank you guys for watching the tutorial. In the next video, we're going to continue with the main content of the page, right? Which is this, what you guys see right here. So stay tuned for part 3. Take care.